Well, we actually are in between bids right now with the brute force. So, and the reason being, real quick, to rewind, you and I went to Arkansas. Do we have footage of that?
No.
We don't have any?
Maybe.
Never
Maybe.
mind.
Hey, maybe we do.
If
we do, I'm going to put it right here.
See a little clip right there. But like, we went to Arkansas for just vacation last weekend. I was there for 2 weeks. And then you and Aaron were working on the brute that first weekend. You were with me last weekend. Last weekend, Aaron was...
Insert math.
Yeah, Aaron was doing the bus.
Wow, we got
We're filming right now.
We got a surprise visitor.
I guess we're taking a second.
Yeah, we're taking a second. We got to go say hi to the loyal fans. Like, they stop by all the time when we're filming.
I'm telling you, man, all 5 of you are sick.
You guys are such great people. Such great people.
And what you see here is a cowboy, his natural habitat out here.
Natural habitat. He's got his head on.
This is a natural cowboy, this one. We wrangled up this ram with his bare 2 hands in it.
Bare 2 hands.
What's up, man? I saw your snap, but obviously we were preoccupied. I was gonna check in a second. But those of you who aren't on the snap, see? I don't check them. Tell me when we're back going.
So, we're back on.
Yeah.
Reviewing
So, anyway,
this luxurious piece of expensive Polarisness.
wait, rewind. Aaron was working on the bus last weekend, and like a big goober, he didn't film. So, sick! Not inserting anything there. Now, because we're in the middle, Aaron's going on a ride to River Run this weekend, and the brute's at his house because we haven't got a shop yet. Yeah, so we're trying to figure out what we can do, and I was like, you know what? We get asked, or I know I get asked a lot when we go to shows and stuff with this thing. Where do we get it? What all have we done? What actually came factory on it, as far as like little bells and whistles? So you know what? That's what you get today.
You're so everywhere today.
We picked this up from a website called BigToysGreenCountry.com.
Big what?
BigToysGreenCountry.com. Put it somewhere in there.
Put it right on your face.
And so what came with this when we got it was literally just this, and then all these pieces that I had to put together.
So what are all these pieces?
Tires weren't on it. That wasn't on, like the front bumper wasn't on it. This wasn't on it. This wasn't on it. These definitely weren't on it. That wasn't on it.
So it's just some assembly
and all the parts. So we got it. These didn't even come with it, and just real quick, these didn't come with it. We'll get to that in a minute. So we've had it for a little over a year now, and this thing has been to Arkansas. It has been to, like I said, any show we go to. This is pretty much taking the place of the stroller because it holds everything. With all this back here, we have all this space back here.
Let's show them the space.
Show them the space. Here's the charger.
All the
plugs in right there. That's your regular wall plug. And then underneath here is more storage, by the way. Underneath the seat, which I'm not going to take it off because I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get off.
So underneath?
Yeah, it does slide in and out, which we fixed it, but...
Yeah, it's got ejecto-seatos.
For sake of, you know, video, I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't get it back together.
It's got little
cup holders, by the way.
Little cup holders back here. Put your little cooler back here.
So yeah, we got it, put it together. It's also got this little storage space too, underneath the hood, which we end up putting a secondary battery with this. Those are barely on, you can't really see them, it's daylight. Whoops. Anyway, so yeah, it came, put it together, and it came with a little factory radio, which has buttons for them. It has you can skip, you can go by station, FM radio, there's a music button, it has a horn on one of these, Eleanor loves it. Oh, it has to be on, we have the car off right now. Forward, it's a full RC car, it has 3 different speeds. If you're gonna be driving around in grass, definitely want on the 3rd speed, and they can drive when without the remote. So literally they can sit in the seat, hit the gas, and which I'm trying to teach my daughter right now at 2. She knows gas, doesn't know steering. Now she can drive this without the remote. So the remote at this point is kind of acting like a safety net. So she's kind of getting the hang of it. So at one point, when she understands it, we won't need the remote, she can just hop in this and go. So it's the best of both worlds right now. Obviously we go to shows. If we still do that when she gets older, we'll have to control it. To circle back though, we put the whips on here because we're bougie. Because she has to match her daddy.
All side by sides have to have whips. It's regulation.
Yeah. Those of you who really follow our channel know whips and music. So pretty much we'll just narrow it down to lights and music. We bought these little Bluetooth things off Amazon, and they were like 40 bucks, and they actually jam. I'd have to say, as a father and as a consumer buy, the price is a little steep. I will say that. Like those of you who are out shopping for Power Wheels, like at Walmart or any of the other stores, I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing is way more pricier than those. But the fact that you can start your kids out and cruise around with the remote, to me, was worth it. We paid right about 500 bucks to the door, and then obviously some minor assembly required. But as I was getting to earlier, it comes with a Bluetooth speaker, so you do not have to put these on here. However, the Bluetooth speaker that comes with it, I thought it was a good buy. She loves the hell of this thing, and here in a minute, like we're gonna get her out here, she loves it. Anytime she wants to talk about her car, it's just car, wants to drive it. So like I said, the price is a little steep. Essentially I'm kind of trying to do a review deal with this, I guess. So price is a little steep, that's kind of, for me it was worth it, for y'all it may not be. Assembly, this thing actually is really well built for what it is. It is all-wheel drive. So literally every wheel turns independently. It has its own little motor. So that's really good if you guys live in a rural area like we do. Or like if you're going, like if you want this thing loaded down and we're at the shows or whatever, cruising around, it takes off, like it's good. Like I said, 3 speeds. Don't mind all the wiring you see in here. This is all for aftermarket stuff that we have not finished cleaning up. So just want to point that out. They have another one on the website that's similar to this one. It comes with independent suspension. Each wheel has its own shock, and that's the one I was gonna order. But dummy me, I pulled the trigger on the wrong one.
Yikes.
I
don't think it was a bad investment.
Like I said, another thing I like though is all the storage. Like I said, we use this as again, you know, for our children when we go to shows, meets, stuff like that. We can fit a big old battery here if we want, or just extra stuff. She absolutely loves it. It's well built. I would have to say I would go and buy it.
In the year of ownership, 2 years?
Right out of year, just a little over a year.
Right out of year, no problems with it aside from.
We haven't had any issues. Charging time. If it's dead, like if it's dead, you're probably looking at overnight charging. It'll be ready to go by the next day. If you're in if you just leave it in 3rd speed, you're gonna run the battery down after I'd say 6 hours. I mean, it goes. Like we've been at shows with it fully charged, pulling. If you go check out our turkey drag video, in fact, from 2019.
Link in
using this and pulling Aaron's oldest on a wagon behind it. And we were out there for, I think, we had 3 hours with it loaded down, 2 kids, been pulling another one like 3-4 hours, something like that. So it's definitely worth the money. Like I said, another thing my wife did is put these little doors on because this doesn't come with doors. So she was really worried about Eleanor, especially when she was younger. Like I said, we got it when she was a year old. It does come with these seat belts, but she was worried about her still falling out because the seat belts are backwards. That'd have to be one of the negatives, I would have to say. This is not a sponsor. We don't like them anymore. Wiley Tires, who we deal with. Trying to think, what else? Oh, the headlights come on.
Headlights work.
Fogs do not. These headlights do.
So it's got lights.
We put this little thing on here so she can, pull people out because she's a beast. Headlights work. One other thing though that doesn't really matter for anybody. As far as loading and unloading this thing, there's a little handle back here, and it makes life super easy.
Wow.
So like I said, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't believe you paid $500 for this thing. Your dog cannot grow it. Well, this thing on the website, again, don't quote me. I want to say the website for this particular model says that they can ride in it up until they're like 6 or 7. Which long before that, she'll be on something gas powered. But if she has a sibling coming behind her, I mean, that's worth the money for 2 kids getting use out of one thing to me.
And when you go to car shows, looks super dope. 2, you don't have to physically push anything. You're literally driving it by remote. So for you lazy parents out there, i.e. me in the future, maybe that guy, it's effortless. There's no weird assembly. I know people with strollers, they have to do the stroller jiggle, pull it out, pop it out, pack it up. This literally slots in and out, back of the truck.
It'll fit in the back of a Tahoe or Yukon or any like SUV. Like I said, and the only thing, like, you can get this in an apartment too. The only thing that made it not ideal was putting these whips on it. But, I mean, we had a backup plan obviously over here, so we didn't have to worry about that. My final point with this thing though, and what honestly makes it worth the money to me is literally like her face. You tell her, you know, if she sees it, I want to ride my car, like I was saying earlier, like she loves this thing so much.
Send it.
So, you know, those of you, if you've heard about these remote controls or whatever, like I said, those are people are asking, like, heard them, don't know where to get them. Again, it's BigToysGreenCountry.com. Yeah, like I said, I know this isn't like what we typically do, but we've done Chinese bikes, we've done Amazon bikes. I was like, you know what, we should probably hit this one up too, because I've been asked several times. Again, the website, BigToysGreenCountry.com. Find what you want, and to be honest, if it's just too pricey, don't be lazy like I was. Build your own. There's several YouTube videos out there of how to do your own RC conversion to a Power Wheel. So it's at your discretion. Like, if you're in the market, it's easier for me just to pay the money and get it sent here. So that's my thought points. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you're a parent, you're interested, you go and check them out. Not about it. I guess to finish up, hit up our website if you haven't yet, if you want some merch. Thank you for getting this far if you got here. Me.
You. Like. Do the subscribe thing.
You know, all the horns, that's he loves it when I do all that so he can edit this.
It's so fun.
Ships sailing, rockets shooting, jets flying by. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Check out some of our other videos. We appreciate it. All the love. See you on the next one. God dang, do it again. You guys gonna make me?
Hey, can you say
Damn it.
sick? Sick.